Oh, I love how instantaneous that was. See, this is awesome. It feels so accurate. Oh, straight away
Bunker
we're moving.
time.
That was interesting. Oh, they're gonna
Just hold it.
Unbelievable. I'm here down at Golfzon HQ in Liverpool. Is it Liverpool?
Yes, it's Birkenhead.
Birkenhead,
Yeah, near
yeah.
enough. It's pretty close.
This is probably one of the best golf simulators on the market in terms of all of its features, and honestly I cannot wait to show it to everybody today. So Stu is kindly going to demonstrate all of these amazing features of the Golfzon Two-Vision, is that right?
That's correct, yeah, that's what we're going to go for. Try and do our best, see what we can go through each aspect, and it's great for Mitch to come down and check it out.
So straight off the bat, Stu, I'm liking the grandstands already. I think that's awesome on the driving range.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to have more people in there, because then if you do hit a shank, you can possibly kill a few people, you know, that would be...
Yeah, I'm assuming that's the golf ball there is my centre line that I'm just going to try and aim down.
That's your ball? Yeah, just whack a few. You'll kind of get an idea down through those lines there.
Oh, I love how instantaneous that was.
Yeah, so the first thing to look at, and it's one of the big selling features as well, that it's almost zero latency. So as soon as you hit that ball, we're off and running.
See, there's so much stuff going on. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So this is something that popped up in between each of your shots.
Yes.
Yeah, and so we can dig into this a little bit. The first thing, it holds the last 5 shots on video. So you can do some comparisons. Maybe if you're changing your swing or looking at any aspects, you can quickly, very quickly, while you're playing on this.
A lot of people who have sims, they love the video feedback, and they're always asking, does the launch monitor or whatever they've got provide the video feedback?
Yeah.
And I saw this flash up in between shots, and you're going to explain it more now, but I just think this is so cool to be able to help you with your game improvement and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I think we all have got an idea of our swings. Hopefully you guys out there getting coached, so you do know what to change rather than just scouring through YouTube and picking things that look good. So once your coach has explained to you about your nuances of your swing or your fingerprint of your action, it's always good to look at these things and make sure that you're on the right track. And now you can, when you play out on the golf course on Golfzon, you can actually have every single shot swing back, play back. But we don't do that because it gets a bit slow.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a 4-ball, you know, you can play up to 6 players on this. It's like,
I'm sick of watching it.
Yeah, we've seen it once already. But on the range, it does play back every shot. Now we've got a front-facing camera here, so we get a face-on view. But if you can see there, you guys can't see this, but there's also a pod that can be a rear-facing camera, so you can have anywhere you like, and you can put that wherever you like. So obviously you can slow it down, it's very quickly, easy buttons, and it just gives you a really good representation of what you're doing. You've just got straight out of the car, so yeah. I reckon
So this is how you slice a golf ball.
And then we can look at some of your actual sensor video.
See, this is awesome, I love this.
So yeah, we can view that. So we've got features down here that no other system have in the world at the moment. I think Golfzon is painting them all up, so they're all locked away. But with the system itself, you get a full ramp and an auto tee, so every time you hit your ball, you don't have to scrap around for tees and other balls. Look, I'm going back into the sales pitch again.
No,
Sorry,
mate, I love
I'm
it,
just
I love
explaining.
These are features that I want to talk about, because what I was going to say to you before was, like, I'd hit my shot and it felt like there were so many things going on at once. I had a video coming up on screen, I had my data coming up on screen, and all of a sudden there's a new ball down below my feet. So this is just amazing.
It's relentless.
Yeah.
Oh,
Felt like a better one.
There we go.
Warmed up now, Stu.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. We've got a ball speed. So here's all our numbers across the bottom here. It tries not to flash too much up on the screen because people look at it over there. But we've got all the bits here. You need your ball speed, your head speed, smash factor, launch angle.
Can you customise what sort of data
well, it's all there.
appears on the
screen?
screen?
I mean, you don't customise up there, but you can do whatever you like here.
Okay.
So this is your screen. This is quite new to this system. The other system, it would all be on the screen up there rather than here.
Okay.
But all the data's there. We've got ball speed, club head speed, smash factor, launch angle, dynamic loft. You know.
So you're getting all of the data that you would expect from
backspin, side spin,
high-end launch monitor.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm presuming everything's measured. There's not much calculated apart.
No,
from
there's a few calculators, a few algorithmic calculations. But to be honest with you, the data that Golfzon's got with their 90 million rounds, I mean, it's going to be the best algorithm of any, because of all the shots and all the shots that they've seen over that time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's have a quick look at the approach practice. So we'll hit a few chip shots with do a full warm up now. So we've got a little touchpad on the floor here. So this one will give us another ball if there was not a ball on the tee. So I can just zoom us in using this touchpad. Let's go into 55 yards. And we'll just hit a couple of chip shots. This is where I think Golfzon really excels. The short game area and the putting is quite unique.
I'm testing out your...
yeah, nice. Okay, slightly more. So you want one ball on the tee because it won't say ready.
All right, okay.
So, yeah.
There we go. So you got to wait for the ready.
You're all good, yeah.
Right, a little bit harder than that. That's going to be too big.
That's all right.
This is why we warm up.
You're dialing yourself in. This is what warm-ups are for. That's better. Ah,
there we go. They're going to
Just hold it.
Unbelievable.
Miss green, hold.
Well, I'll tell you, one short, one long. You said we were dialing ourselves in.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's go putting quickly so you can have a quick look at the putting.
Oh wow, so we got putting as well.
Yeah, so we got putting. It's a big part of the system. Obviously, I find with golf simulators, it's that short area and the putting, it starts to fail. And this is where Golfzon really has to put its money, because if we're basing ourselves on simulating golf as true as we possibly can, you need to be able to putt well and accurately.
Indeed, yeah, absolutely.
So it's about to calibrate yourself, because you know it's a bit weird, isn't it, when you putt and there's no dialing. A flat putt, about 20 feet to the screen. So if it just touches the screen, that'd be about 20 foot.
Okay. Because obviously, I don't know if you can see on the camera here that there is a little bit of a ramp that's going down. You might have seen it when I've been hitting shots. The ball coming down. So yeah, it's in my sim. I've just got like a little putting mat that goes up to the screen. It's about 7 or 8 feet away. So because it's flat, I can kind of judge that, but it's going to be a little bit different with the sloping.
Yeah,
ramp, isn't it?
yeah, that's right.
So,
but you'll get it. So if you
you
can put the ball anywhere on that mat.
Okay.
So I mean, you can even have it, and I quite like having it almost way back there, because it's less to drop off the mat.
Yeah.
Because our sensors are picking up that whole area right through to the bunker and the rough areas.
Amazing.
Also, you don't wear the mat quite so much in that one spot. You know, when you have to be on that same spot.
That's a good shout.
Saves a few quid.
So it's going to pick up, I'm assuming, if I push my putt or if I pull my putt. So there's some simulator softwares that I use, and it's just got like a straight putting feature. So it doesn't matter if you hit it right or hit it left. It's always going to go straight. You just got to judge your distance, basically.
Well, this one as well. If you hit it 2 inches, it will go. I mean, if you just knock it in just a tiny tap, you're going to get that much.
Wow.
So it's almost the same pace as the screen.
I'm not used to the responsiveness of this. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's really good. So all the lines point at the hole. Now, obviously, when we get on the golf course, we've got break to deal with.
Yeah.
But I quite like it, because I find when I'm out on a golf course anyway, I will be looking behind and trying to hit it over a spot or a marker to judge our break line. And so I think that's why those lines are put in there. So
you say it's about 20 feet to the screen. So.
Yeah, I think if you tap the screen, it will just go past or in. And that looks good. Right in the centre. So this time, just try and miss it to the right or left. So you'll be knocking it down to the right or the left of each line. And you'll start to see some variations.
Yeah. See, I feel straight off the bat, my first impressions with that putting, I'm not just saying this, it feels so accurate.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's mainly because of the responsiveness of how long it takes to register on the software, but it's just that pushed putt there felt exactly the same as how I hit that in real life. So let's see what a pulled putt's like. I work a lot on my start line on this. It's better than anything else. So you really start to get an idea of how square the putter face is, etc. It's so accurate. And you can, when you get more confidence, you can take that right in to go the right half of the hole, left half of the hole, right edge of the hole. It's pretty cool. I really like that. Let's see if I can hole out again. Go on and see, knock one in straight down the lines. It helps with those lines, but still should get into good habits. That's why you get a golf simulator. You kind of want to get better at golf, and your start line at putting is going to be a massive thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's where you save most of your shots. So just to have these little lines, I'll put some B-roll footage on for you so you can see what I'm talking about in more detail. But the little lines on this hitting mat just help you with your start line. Like you say, you can use it for practice, can't you? Absolutely, yeah. 16 feet. And you see like the small increment of the miss there that you had there. You hold the last one. Yeah. So we're talking, it was like, I don't know, maybe 1 centimetre apart. Right, so that's how accurate it is. I love that. I really, really like that. Good, good. Okay, shall we go out and play some golf? Let's play some real golf. So just while you're loading this up, Stu, like I'm used to saying to everybody whether the software is Windows-based, whether it's tablet-based, but as you can see, it's got its own. Golfzon comes with its own little software. Hardware, I guess it is. So is it, when you buy a Golfzon simulator, you get this whole setup included, yeah?
You do. It's something important to mention in that, as you'll be aware of GS Pro and the other sort of software packages, that can be mapped using Google Maps.
Yes.
And it's accurate, and that's fine.
LiDAR and stuff.
Yeah. Our main kind of issue is that with the swing plate, we have to make sure that every lie is exactly to the layout on the golf course. So obviously this map's going to move in a minute to recreate a shot. So we have to go over every golf course with topography drones and map the course perfectly.
Yeah.
And we've had one open venue contact us for us to do mapping for them. That's how accurate our courses are for their redesigns of courses, etc.
Wow.
So it's not cheap. So we've got just under 250 courses on there. Good selection. A chunk of them are from Asia because they started originally just in Asia, and so they were doing all those courses there. But now they've come across, and I would say we've got probably near half of them in Europe and in America. You know, we've got all the Beth Pages and St Andrews.
I was going to ask you, what are your most famous courses, would you say? That you've
Yeah,
got
there's a lot of them there. But they're obviously all fully licensed and fully paid up. It actually costs us $100,000 to map a course.
Wow.
So that's from kind of the licenses to do it and the team to go out and the R&D to kind of support it.
Yeah.
So it does mean that we do keep getting courses all the time. When you buy a system, you get those for free. They just pop up. And but on the Two-Vision system, there's a $499 per year charge. But on the other systems, which certainly the T1 is a very similar gameplay. It's got the swing plate. It's got all these aspects. That's free, so you get no idea.
Great, yeah. So my ball hasn't come out of the auto tee here. Is it stuck, or is it just waiting to play?
It's waiting to play.
That's cool. I love that.
So at this point, we can play all the games that you want. You can play Texas Scramble. You can play match play. Obviously, we're going to play stroke play right now, foursomes. We got network play as well on this system, so you can play anybody who has this system in the world, and you can not only does it connect up, it's quite cute because you actually see their shot traces. And there's online games as well, so you can play against other players. You can enter tournaments, and obviously they're free.
That's cool.
So you can play against anybody. There's multiple games playing, up to 70 or 80 competitions playing at any one time.
It's nice to see that you've got Scramble, because I know Scramble is a very popular format in simulator golf terms.
Absolutely,
there's some softwares that don't offer Scramble, so just to know that you guys do it is really cool.
And it's up to 6 players as well, which
awesome.
I mean, that's a slow round, but it's fun.
But if you've got a group of mates around, it's a good laugh. So they're all real world courses.
Harbour Town. Yeah, there's a few virtual ones which are fun. There's a couple ones for kids and things,
cool.
like canyon courses, so you can bounce off canyons as opposed to going in the trees.
Stuff for the youngsters as well. I was going to say that when I was doing my reading about Golfzon earlier. You do cater for the juniors, really, don't you? Have like junior tees that they can play off on some courses.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, we can play on any tee on these courses, so you can go from the blacks at the back right forward to a red tee, so that's quite nice. And I actually quite like, playing on a red tee. Sometimes it changes the course, if you know the course well. Yeah. So the balls kind of just get fed into a gravity feed system and pop up with the auto tee, which is nice. It keeps that area nice and clean, which is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
We always get a few adverts. That's the app, so you get an app with the system, so your friends can log in, and it videos their best swings of the day and some of their shot data and their statistics on the round. So I think it's a good idea now to talk about these different areas that you see down here, which are very different to what we would normally have. Obviously, we've got your auto tee. It's going to pop up like that. Then we've got our 2 different types of bunker. So this one here is like a greenside bunker. And this one here is more of a fairway bunker. So the greenside bunker, it would just sit down a little bit like that. And then this one is a fairway bunker. So if you catch this, it's just like sand.
Can I just have a feel of this stuff?
Yeah.
See, I don't even know how to describe that. It's just both feel very similar to me. Obviously, one's a bit firmer, but the way that the golf ball sits in between these fibres is just.
Yeah, when you come to play on it, it just feels like sand.
I can't wait to get that going a bit. Yeah.
So then we've got 2 different lots of rough there. So you've got a slightly heavier rough and a tighter rough, and then you've got your fairway. So that can give you flyers. And
right,
it can, and mentally, it gives you that jeopardy. We're always trying to get jeopardy into golf, especially simulated golf.
Yeah.
Because you can burn around some good scores and get on the golf course and think, why am I not doing very well?
So this is a question that I was going to ask you, Stu, is when I played the Golf Club 2019, there is a percentage penalty if you end up in a greenside bunker or a fairway bunker or in the rough. When I played GS Pro, it's kind of like a random penalty. You don't really find out until after your shot. When you're on the Golfzon software, is there a penalty for landing in the bunker? Like, do you have like 50% of your shot, or does it just solely go off how you strike that ball?
Goes off how you strike it, yeah.
Amazing.
So, yeah, if you go in the rough, you're in the rough. You're going to get flyers, you're going to get a bad lie, and you'll see in a bit the bunkers. You can hit a good bunker shot, but you have to hit it like a bunker shot. You have to take sand.
See, I'm looking forward to trying
Yeah, it's good fun. So this is kind of some of the ideas. Top left-hand side, we've got how long the hole is, 524 yards. This is Poppy Hills in California. I particularly like, I put you on this course just because we've got a big slope on the right-hand side. If you were to hit that slope, we'll straight away see some action on the swing plate. So yeah, you can see the wind going down there by 12.7 miles an hour. I don't know who's so accurate that 0.7 is going to make a difference.
Sorry, is that the blue line, the wind?
That's the wind there.
That's quite cool. I've never seen it displayed like that before.
Yeah, it's I guess I get used to these things. I just assume they.
Yeah, and I'm guessing like I don't know if you guys can see from where you are, but you've got this blue line that's like kind of shooting from the bottom in the direction of the wind. If it's faster wind, does it go faster?
Yeah, it goes a bit faster, but we've got our miles per hour at the top.
Yeah.
So so we can see all the bits. So we can go view to green. So if I just tap on that, we can zoom up and just have a little look where our travel is.
Nice flyover.
Yeah.
I must say the graphics are great. They're really good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the way it goes. The trees are moving and all that good stuff. But so we're on the white tee, and so we've got 487.8 yards. I'm sure we can get rid of that 0.8. But yeah, so if you aim maybe at that bunker.
So yeah, I was going to ask you about this. So my aim line here, so this is where obviously the hole is.
That's where the hole is, yeah.
So I don't have like an aim, like can I move anything around?
It aims you at the flag each time. So if you were to hit it into rough and you wanted to hit out sideways, you can change it around with this left and right. Okay. So then we can change our aspect to hit out.
Ah, right, yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. So you're using the little plate down there to change
so
it.
we can switch that, and that's why that's there.
Okay.
So I'd like you, for video purposes, to hit it onto that slope. See how it goes.
I like one right down the middle now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, always the case. Oh, and that's absolutely perfect. Come down, don't go
out. Oh no.
Stop. Right, okay, so now we're going to show all aspects off. So we've got slope. There you go, slope, and you're in the rough. So you're going to have to put that ball in the rough.
Okay, long rough.
And you can use any ball. Yeah, that's going to be our long rough. There we go. So this is why I play this hole when I'm doing demonstrations myself, because now you're going to have to manage not only your lie conditions, so you've got a rough, you could get a flyer, you can catch it fat, etc. But also, generally speaking, if your ball's above your feet, you're probably going to pull it.
And that water's in play.
And the water's in play. So it's a perfect kind of, and also we've got trees overhanging on the right. Now on any other sim in the world, we'd be in the middle and it'd be a straightforward shot. You just bang it down there. But on this one, you're going to have to manage all these aspects, which you'd have to do on a golf course.
Now, as I'm sure you can see, the whole stance mat has just completely changed. And now the ball, because it is above my feet on the software, on the course, the ball is now above my feet on here as well, which is just, it's crazy because I'm not used to anything like this playing sim golf at home.
And I think managing lie conditions out on a golf course is golf, because every lie has a subtle deviation.
So for a bit of perspective, my home golf course is on top of a hill. You very rarely get a flat lie. Wherever you are on the golf course, whether in the fairway, rough, wherever, that is something that I struggle with when I'm playing in competitions or social golf or whatever. This is going to completely revolutionise some practice, because if you want to work on shots below your feet, above your feet, you've got the opportunity to do that now. It's not just a flat mat all the time.
Yep, and it shifts downhill and uphill as well. So then you get that. If you've got a wedge and it's really uphill, you really got to try and flight that wedge down.
Yeah, see, I love that. Look, it's going to adjust your launch angle. It's going to adjust everything, isn't it?
But, I mean, we manage these things quite naturally, but when you hit a lot of shots indoors, you can almost lose that skill.
Yeah,
and I think Also, what I like about it is you can set this mat up on the driving range as well. So you get your 7-iron out and think, well, every time the ball's above my feet, because of my swing tendency, I pull it miles or I block it miles right. And so you can set it up and just hit 200 balls.
So you can set this stance mat up on the driving
whatever
range.
you like. Yeah.
I love that as well.
Makes a big difference.
Not just out on the course, but on the range. So if you want to practice anything, you've got everything that you need right here. This is not a shot that I would hit out on the golf course because I've got a 5-iron in my hand. I probably wouldn't take a 5-iron out of the rough. And I definitely wouldn't take a 5-iron when I've got a lie like this as well. So I'd probably just be taking them all off the club. But for the sake of the video and the sake of a bit of entertainment, let's
absolutely.
see how we get on.
Maybe down the shaft just a little bit because as the ball's above your feet there.
So naturally, I'm going to try and aim a little bit further right because of the lie.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that overhanging branch there. so this is another sort of tactical play that you're going to need to think about now more than any other time. So, yeah, if you think, I'm not sure how you flight your 5-iron, but you're either going to have to go under or over that overhanging branch if you're going to to go for a hook. Now, you wouldn't want to necessarily try and fade this off this shot because it's a bit sort of see, because you could then have a flat pull into the water. But
do you know what? I'm just going to hit it.
You're just going to go for it,
see what happens.
Yeah.
Aim slightly to the right, I guess. I managed to clear it.
Good shot. It's a good shot.
And I've pushed it a lot. Well, I was going to say I'd be happy with that. Until
that's not too bad. I think maybe just a club less and that would have been fine. You've got over the edge and that was all good.
So straight away we've got an automatic adjustment on the stance mat. It's unbelievable. I just love it.
Yeah, give it a go. Okay, so you're in the rough this time. Need a wedge of sorts.
So to the pin, there's 42 yards, nearly 43 yards.
That's correct.
2 feet, nearly 3 feet up the hill.
And top right, we've got the heat map of the green. So you're going to see that the green area is higher than the blue areas. So it's kind of on a little bit of a hill.
Do you know what? It's dead simple, but I play GS Pro, and we do have heat maps on GS Pro, but it doesn't tell you which is high, which is low. And you've got red is high, blue is low down there, so green. So I'm assuming, and I can actually see from the green as well, but obviously the centre of the green there, it's quite flat, and then you've got to kind of come up the hill to get to that, and then it's going to drop off as well afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So you've left me a nice easy shot here, Stu.
Yeah, well, I liked the fact that you were, let's see how it goes. I wonder whether that's how you play on the golf course as well, you know.
Right, I'm going to take a little sand wedge.
Okay, so we're going to put that into the rough. So it's saying put it
into
into the rough there.
See, I guess people can cheat, can't they? You can always play off the fairway if you want it.
Well, if you did that, it would have added, if you move it back again.
Yeah.
And put it there, it's going to add you 10% there.
Ah, see.
So the software is similar to the ones that don't have the tri-mat or the 5 area
this
mat.
is what we were talking about before, about the Golf Club 2019. You get a little penalty for being in the rough or greenside bunker. If you do fancy cheating, not that you would, but if you do, and you put it on the fairway, it's going to automatically give you a percentage penalty. So I just think
again,
that's
a bad habit because like these machines are so realistic that you really want to get yourself calibrated to get it right. So when you go on the golf course, you know that 50-yard shot.
Love it, I love it.
All right, see how you get on then. You doing a little low number or a high number?
I've just got a sand wedge, usually about an 8 o'clock sand wedge will take me 40 yards. So I'm guessing out of the rough.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Good strike, we can see from the top. And it would have rolled out a little bit more. We're in the rough, naturally, not through any algorithm.
Right, so I'm used to lining my putt up on a keyboard to compensate for the break.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that now, do I?
No, you're going to take it off there. Now, can you see the LED on the front
I
there?
can see a little red dot, yeah.
So that's for you to give you an idea, because some people do find it putting hard on simulators, to give you an idea of the slope. So if you're going to hit the right pace over that dot, that's going to be the right break.
So that dot there, I'll put some B-roll footage over this so you can see. But there's a little laser dot just here. So if I roll my putt from there over that laser dot, that's going to be the break line.
On the right pace, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So we can have a little look down to double check. We're going to go ground view, and so if you have a look down, I'm sure you're used to this with simulators. We get an idea.
No, I've never seen this before. I've never seen a ground view before.
Have you not?
No.
Oh, well, there you go. See, right, okay, yeah. So you get a ground view, which is because you can play this whole match without these on, so you can get rid of those. I mean, what sort of sadist would want to do that? Yeah. But if you were with the lads or you're going to do a pro event, you'd often not have those on, and then you have to literally use knowing the green, knowing the map of the green, maybe using your course of the original.
Cool, yeah.
But for us, And so we can see it sliding across. I always think of it like water almost. Where it's going, that's where we're
Try
going.
and visualise it, yeah, like that.
Okay, so yeah, you've got your little marker there. It's 20 foot, so I would say about touching the screen would be our 20-foot gauge on that.
And it's slightly downhill with the minus 0.08
Just slightly downhill, yeah.
Bit too fast. I
Yeah,
felt
a little
I was
bit
a bit
fast.
too
That's
fast.
all right.
Yeah.
Nearly in the circle of friendship there. Okay.
Still got a hole out.
Yeah, so same thing again now. So this is where it's important to kind of get an idea of the pace of green. Some people play simulated golf and they think, I would never have put it off the green.
Yeah.
But they haven't played the second at Pebble Beach with the tour standard greens. You know, it's literally very fast. But you should be okay with this one, maybe.
So, again, you've got the laser dot down here. Now, does that change wherever I move the golf ball?
Yeah, if you move it.
So if I just, for example, if I popped it down there, the laser dot goes off.
Get rid of that one.
Yeah, sorry.
That's right.
The laser dot goes off and it's going to come up with the new break line where I've got to hit it.
You can even kind of move it and it will move across.
So it's
just going to follow across that line.
It's very sophisticated, that.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a nice indication. Where, again, if you're used to playing on this system, you almost don't use it. But if you've got friends round or someone's on it for the first time, it really is a good idea. Because some novices who've never played before, they've got no idea about green reading.
I love that. Like the first time I've ever used this simulator, and just to have that there is just such a good visual for someone like me who's a beginner. So I've got 4 feet.
4 feet, yeah, just a little tap if you think.
Tap it off this little lip, I'd say, where I am.
That's it.
Ah, no way.
Bit firm, going round it.
Am I inside? I'm still not inside there, am I?
Aim your putt at the left edge of the hole.
Left edge of the hole, right.
Just the left edge. You've still got your little markers. Not much at all.
There we go.
Yeah, you quickly get used to it. I would say my putting's similar on here than it is on the golf course. It's very comparable.
Which, like you were saying before, the kind of downfall of golf simulation and launch monitors at the moment is the short game. I'm not just saying this, but I do feel like it's very realistic, the Golfzon one. See, I do love the club impact shot there nice, straight away. Yeah. It's so cool, that.
Good shot.
Okay, a little bit of an offline. Oh, what a shame, it's up in the bunker.
Oh, what a man. That is awesome. Right.
Oh, straight away
bunker time. So, yeah, we're obviously going to get the same lie. So you've got the ball below your feet in this bunker shot. We're going to put it into the green side bunker, which is the orange one.
Orange one.
Ooh.
Like that.
And, yeah, and so we're going to play this exactly the same, basically.
So it just has, just however I would play a green side bunker shot, yeah?
Ready, right.
Okay, so what have we got?
Yeah, and it's worth looking at the heat map as well. So we probably want to aim a little bit to the left because it's sloping to the right.
Get up there, don't we? So that's kind of how I would play it.
That's it.
Aim to the right, left a bit. Oh, that was interesting. I've turned out well. I'd be happy with that on the course.
That's good, I know.
That was interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it?
I kind of expected it to like glide through.
No, it's like sand. If you go if you go deep with it, you know, you get the idea of it.
That was nice. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It just feels like it's very hard to recreate sand. I think they've done a really good job because you don't want sand there, obviously.
Yeah.
And anything other than this kind of resistance doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, it just as I hit through it, it just kind of grabbed the club.
Yeah.
Which I kind of is what happens in the screen side bunker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially it gives like a bit of a plug lie, doesn't it, when you drop it in that.
Sits down. Yeah. Sometimes it jumps up, but yeah, it generally cups down in there. But they are for sort of green side bunkers, so you do want to obviously hit it.
Absolutely.
Because if it's sat up like this one, you could just clip off the top.
Yeah.
You kind of want to play it like a bunker shot.
Yeah, that's right.
That's good pace.
Go. Just short.
Yeah, just up the slope there. You can see you're starting to get your feel now, and it's getting kind of
yeah, I'm getting used to it now.
Great stuff.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah, it's doing
Mate,
good.
I absolutely love that. I just think that is so cool. And I knew a little bit about Golfzon before I came down today. The main thing that I knew about was the swing plate and the sloping floors. And that's kind of what I thought the gimmick would have been. But it's not just that. There's so many different features to it.
Yeah, I think they've looked over the years of development of trying to simulate real golf. You know, they've looked at all the aspects. You need the lie to change. You know, the lie conditions. You need the lie, how it sits. you need bunkers, you need all that jeopardy. Because you get on the golf courses here and you've got a driver, say a par 5, and you've got bunkers down both sides. You know that if you put a bad swing on it and you're in the bunker, you're not going to get up in 2 or whatever your standard is.
Yeah.
And I think you need that, because the jeopardy of golf is what we put on ourselves.
Yeah.
We're only hitting the same shot off a tee each time, but it's the surrounding conditions that change.
Absolutely.
And the kind of the consequences of hitting that shot. I think they've done the best job of all simulators of giving you that kind of
like you say.
consequence.
I had a conversation with Stu before, and you've got the likes of GC3, TrackMan, SkyTrack, all the other launch monitors that are kind of the simulation is an afterthought, I guess.
Yeah.
And Golfzon is very much a golf simulator. Excuse me. They've designed it with accuracy in mind in terms of real life golf. And I have to say, like, I got a golf simulator, I got a launch monitor to improve my golf game. That is the reason why I wanted to practice at home. And if you're going to practice at home, you want it to be as true to real life as possible. And like I said before about having lies above, below your feet, uphill, downhill lies, all that sort of stuff. You get everything, bunkers, rough, everything you get with this system, don't you? And
yeah, I mean, it is a premium system, so it doesn't come cheap. Like the swing plate itself, it takes 5 men to lift.
Wow.
It's 500 kilos, so it's built to last. It's built almost for a commercial setting, but we put them into a majority of private homes actually in this country. But yeah, I think they've done a great job. They've ticked all the boxes and they've ironed all the bumps out over the last 15 years of working and developing the systems themselves. So
cool.
We're lucky that we're at this point and it's all done.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't afford one of these systems, but if I could, I would be definitely going for a Golfzon. They're so cool. And I know you do a lot of custom builds, and I'm assuming prices change and stuff, but how much are we talking for a system like this with the Two-Vision top notch?
Yeah, so 45,000.
Wow.
Around that mark, and it goes down to like a entry level. There's not really an entry level, but our sort of cheapest system is about 20,000 for a GDR training system. Yeah. But we've just had the Wave come in, so now that's going to be around 4,000. So then we've got a nice level of across the board now, which is better.
Absolutely. So the Golfzon Wave is, like you say, coming out shortly.
Yeah.
We're going to do some content on the Golfzon Wave when it's nearer the time, so I'm really looking forward to that. More entry-level launch monitor from the Golfzon brand. But like you said, it's 40 grand for this full system. Obviously, it's a lot of money. Like, let's not beat around the bush. That's a lot of money. But you're getting everything included with that 40 grand. Yeah. I'm assuming you're getting the installation, you're getting your screen, side protection, swing plate, software, everything included.
You can literally, and you can go up from there. I mean, we've got clients that, want marble surroundings. And so, you can go crazy.
Fully customizable.
Yeah, so a lot of them are bespoke for people's buildings, and you're right, it's a premium purchase. But we've had people that were going to buy themselves a Tesla this year and decided to maybe not get one and have a simulator. So, who knows, all sorts of customers.
I love it. Proper high-end stuff. Like I said, a little bit of a treat for myself today. Stu put it into a great context before. Like we talk about entry-level launch monitors and stuff, and when you're going to buy a car, you might look at the budget stuff, but you also want to look at the Ferraris as well, don't you? So I really like that little analogy there. So honestly, thank you very much for having me down today, Stu.
You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. It was good to have you, and enjoy the rest of your round.
Absolutely. It's been amazing to see this unbelievable golf simulator on show, experience it and everything like that. So,
and if anybody in America, obviously there's going to be Golfzon centres across America, but in the UK we've got centres around London that go right up towards Scotland and down to Bournemouth. So if you want to try and get on the system and have a play, support our commercial clients out there. And if you want to buy one, come to me. I'll show you everything.
I'll put a link to the Golfzon UK website down in the description below this video, just in case you guys want to check it out in a little bit more detail. And yeah, if you want to speak to anybody, Stu's your man.
Good one. Cheers, guys.
Love that, mate. Thank you very much.